Good evening, everybody, and welcome to our annual Jackson County Honor Band concert. We have a really great program for you all tonight with a fantastic guest conductor. Our guest conductor this year is Dr. Christopher Chapman. Dr. Chapman is the Director of Bands at Central Michigan University, where he leads the wind band conducting area and conducts the Symphonic Wind Ensemble, the premier ensemble at Central Michigan University. Dr. Chapman has appeared as a guest conductor and clinician across the United States and around the world in Canada, China, Japan, and Taiwan. The students and Dr. Chapman have only met each other today. They have been hard at work all day preparing this wonderful program for you tonight. As an alumni of CMU myself, it is my great honor and privilege to welcome Dr. Christopher Chapman to the stage.
gone to an animal shelter and they got themselves an animal. And so the first several pages of the score are filled with pictures of the people who sent her their pet. And so this was a few years ago, and she said, hey, if anybody wants it, it's free. So I got it. And now the third piece that we're going to listen to tonight is special to me because, and I'm going to share a little story just so that, and they've already heard it, they're already bored with it, but for you it might be new. It's called Chimes for the Peninsula of Amina. And here's the story. My best friend in the world, the best man at my wedding, we go a long way back. He went to the University of Michigan and I did not. And we used to, every November, at the end of the season, we used to get together in Las Vegas. We were both teachers in Las Vegas. And I would root for my Scarlet and Gray and he would not. And so he got his dream job, the Mona Shores High School Band in Muskegon, Michigan. And when he got that job, I was teaching at Oregon State University, and he called me and he said, hey, look, I'm going to take a lot of money and I'm going to send my kids to Carnegie Hall. We're going to play. And I want you to write us a piece that celebrates the state of Michigan. And I thought, Jason, I will be thrown out of my house if I write a piece that says hooray for the state of Michigan. So, and he goes, you know what, just do what Eric Whitaker does and just kind of come up with a fluffy title nobody will ever know. So I went online like we all do, and I saw that the state motto is a pleasant peninsula, beautiful peninsula, Peninsula Amina. And so, okay, I got a title. Yes, that's first. And then, it's over the summer, and I'm writing this music, and it's starting to happen, and it feels really good. I'm like, oh, this is going to be wonderful. And then my university at that time decided that it would be really great if we could build a clock tower. And so I was in the oldest building on campus. It didn't have air conditioning, so we had to have our windows open in the summer. So as I'm writing, they're testing these bells, these chimes, right outside my window. So every 15 minutes I would hear bing bong, bing bong, bong 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 bong, bing bong, bing bong, bong 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 bong. Every 15 minutes, the entire summer. So I'm writing this thing that I think is really cool, and I had to get rid of it because every 15 minutes, that sound would come in. So I decided that every 15 minutes, no matter where I was in the music, those chimes were going to appear in the piece of music. So if you listen to this piece, there's a lot of me turning things upside down. The very first thing starts with bing, bong, bong, bing, instead of bing, bong, bing, bong. I just took one note and put it up. And then you can hear places where I totally rip off Elton John. And there's the flute players are giggling at me because they have to play John Williams. And there's other places where it's like total Alfred Reed if you're a band person. And so it's a complete ripoff of like everybody I love. And so this is the Chimes for the Peninsula of Amina. had to teach them the difference between being tired and having resting grouch face. And I tell every honor band that I work with this because my now 18-year-old daughter used to come with me to some of the honor bands that I would do. And I remember being in North Dakota working with their All-State band, and she goes, "Daddy, you have to tell them that when you're thinking really hard, you close your mouth and it looks like you're mad. You're not mad. I know you, Daddy. You're not mad." So if they come home, if they're in your car and they say, "Pete's grouchy all the time," I was just trying to make him better, I swear to you. But they've been fantastic. I want to say thank you to the Jackson County High School band directors. Would you please help me thank these wonderful people? It's great to drive down a couple hours and then be treated like a king all day and to work with these terrific kids. And congratulations to all of you who have some part in this. It's not easy to put together a band in one day, or less than one day really. But knowing that they have support from family and friends like you and band directors who, by the way, are giving up their entire day and now their evening to be with these students. This is truly wonderful to see, and I would do this again in a heartbeat, but alas, I have an 8 o'clock faculty meeting, so I'm probably going to hit the road pretty soon, but I told them about Dairy Queen afterwards. I don't know that you're buying, right? I'm assuming so maybe I'll see you at the Dairy Queen. We're going to finish up with Henry Fillmore's his honor march, and it has been my honor to work with you and for you this second.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Please have a safe drive home.